Welcome back, guys, to another fun-filled episode of BarQuest, the show where I go around Chicago with some of the brightest, funniest, and friendliest comics in Chicago, take them to their favorite bar in the city. We talk about why it's their favorite bar and a little bit about what they're working on. I'm your host, Seth Payne, Shradical on Instagram. Give me a follow. Joined today by the delightful Sam Hammer, everybody.
Hello. How are you doing? My name is Sam Hammer. I love Chicago, and I love the bars in Chicago. And more than all of that, I love Seth Payne, Shradical on Instagram.
Thanks. You are just Sam Hammer, I think, on Instagram.
I think I am.
Yeah. There's like an underscore in there, maybe.
I think it's @ Sam Hammer. There's a funny story with all that, but yeah, _ Sam Hammer.
Nice. That is. Oh yeah, I do know that story. Maybe we'll get into it, but I'll put it here. I always put. There's going to be graphics going on right here. We can't see them right here,
and here, and then right here. Here would be good.
Maybe here. We are at Sam's favorite bar.
Yes,
or at least one of his favorite bars in Chicago. I'm super pumped because it's my first time here. Tell the good people at home where we are right now.
Okay, so right now we are at Guthries Tavern, which is on Addison and whatever that street is. Addison's not that long of a street, you know?
You got one of the streets. I don't know any streets or places. So.
This is Guthries Tavern. It's located 2 blocks away from Wrigleyville. I would say I think it's also 2 blocks away from Southport, so it's right in between those on Addison Street. It has amazing accoutrement. We have ceiling tiles that are painted by local artists, which I love. It's got an old dive bar-y feel. It's got an outside patio, maroon walls, and steins and globes all over. It's very eclectic, and that is one of my favorite things about this.
A lot of different globes I'm noticing now, and the ceiling is crazy.
It is. Oh, it's nuts.
Bunch of artwork.
When I first came to Guthries, I don't remember if I knew that this was the first date spot for a lot of people, or if I had just chosen it for some other reason.
Yeah.
But this is like one of the first date spots in Chicago. It's like, oh, I'm going on a first date with someone. Oh, you should go to Guthries Tavern.
Yeah.
It's cozy. It's so cozy.
Comfortable.
Because we have string lights, which makes you it makes you think of college.
Yep.
You know, we have these lovely soap dispenser lamps. It's an amazing vibe. The beer is always good. They're always rotating the menu.
Yeah, we're sipping on some Oberons right now. Summertime in Chicago.
It's one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite brands as of the last 2 years.
Bell's Oberon?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so yeah, I didn't know that this was a first date, but I went on 5 first dates here.
Nice.
And so that's what really got me acquainted with this, because there's also a massive board game shelf, which I just delivered my board game, Mercenaries of Gridaris, and it's sitting right in front of us.
That rules. That's gotta feel good.
Oh, it feels great. It feels great. I've dropped off 5 copies around Chicago, and I'm wanting to get to 10.
Nice. Tell the people at home about.
Oh yeah.
This guy created his own board game. This has been a couple years in the making.
Boink.
We're showing it off right here.
This is Mercenaries of Gridaris. It's 2 to 5 players, 20 to 35 minutes, and it's ages 14 to 100. As soon as you hit 100, Seth, you are out of there. You can't play Gridaris anymore.
Yeah.
I just got a review on BoardGameGeek.com saying because there's many levels to this game. There's levels to this shit. So there's 60 ways to play the game.
Okay.
The very base level is super easy. My nieces and nephews play it.
Yep.
And then it can also get up to a chess-like level where
awesome.
the strategery is abound.
Nice.
And so I just got a review on BoardGameGeek. Someone said, why is the minimum age 14? I feel like my 10-year-old niece could play it.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because my 10-year-old niece can play it, and it works really well.
Sure.
I think it's a great way to teach numbers. But the reason it's 14 to 100, the minimum being 14, is because of board game law.
Oh.
Didn't know that. So you have
law.
to go through, if it's 13 and under, it's considered a toy. So if you have any components like tokens or dice, something that's easy to choke on, you have to go through thousands of dollars of tests,
safety testing,
to basically be able to say like this is safe.
Yeah.
I didn't want to pay that money, and then I'm talking with the manufacturing company, and they were like, "Well, here's the law," and I was like, "So you're saying?" And you're not giving me legal advice, but so you're saying if I just make it like 14,
I don't have to go through any of this.
Minimum, I can just get the game made.
It, yeah.
And they were like, yeah, and I went, that's fantastic.
There you go. There's a little game hack if you're
if you're making a board game.
14 plus, you don't have to go through it. Also, can we talk? Hold on, this is hilarious. So, what does that department look like? The department that is testing to make sure is it one dude just seeing if he can swallow these things or not?
I have to believe it's just a pile of dead babies that are just like, oh, Jesus. These just didn't, like, this game didn't make it.
Mine
because
was like
we went through
the
5.
Goofy version. Yours is the
morbid.
Insanely
very morbid.
They're like,
and here's our safety testing room. Oh my God, this is horrible. Hasbro's doing this constantly.
That's where all those children are going. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The dark side of.
I have no
Mattel.
idea what that testing's like. I have no idea, but I knew that I just didn't want to do it.
There's just one. Have you seen that movie? Mickey. Was it Mickey 19 or whatever?
Oh, Mickey 17. Yes.
Mickey 17.
Yes.
It's like they have just like one dude who is just constantly eating and swallowing pieces of games.
Yeah.
For the
he's in the Mattel
mankind.
yeah. He's in the Mattel section of Mickey 17.
Yeah.
That movie was great.
It was good.
I love Robert Pattinson. He's been in some stinkers in the past.
Yeah.
Some people liked his robbery movie. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but then he was the voice of the Heron in Boy and the Heron.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Which you can't even tell it's him.
Yeah.
And then Mickey 17, I was
his
like,
voices are nuts.
They're nuts.
Yeah, that one's his voice is very crazy. And,
he changes
Mickey.
himself, which is what an actor
impressive.
should do.
It's impressive.
You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, he's got range.
But yeah. Well,
anyway. Please continue. About the
but the game's here. I just got 1,500 copies in Chicago.
Let's go.
Worked on it for like 2 years. I really started it because I was unemployed, and the job market has been a mess for years. And so while you're losing your mind applying to these like 9-to-5 jobs, I was like, I have to find something else to be able to do. And I was in between Hot Clown Sex shows. Shout out Hot Clown Sex. That was my comedy group for 6 years.
Hilarious, insane comedy group out of Chicago.
Yeah, lots of penises, lots of peni, lots of vaginas.
Also, insanely true to the clown form.
Thank you.
Which was highly impressive and highly hilarious. There's something to be said about that. So.
Dude, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Truly. You know, we had so many side projects going on that we ended up disbanding. But like, I truly found what I love about comedy, because I would do, when I moved here, I was like improv immediately, which I think is the foundation of everything. I think that you should, even if you're not in comedy, if you're doing public speaking, you should take an improv class to be able to work on your toes.
100%.
And I found a huge love in improv, and then I started doing stand-up as well. My first 2 years of stand-up were dismal. They were the worst thing ever. And I was like, well, you just have to keep doing this.
Yeah.
You just have to keep it's rejection therapy at its highest form.
Yes.
And
it never ends.
It never ends. Never ends.
It never ends.
And then you start to think. And then you start to think about sketch comedy, and you go, okay, that might be for me, because I think it's a natural progression.
Sure.
I ended up doing sketch comedy, and I ended up...
Which is how we met.
Which is how we met.
Yeah.
In Second City Conservatory.
Yep.
High five.
Hell yeah.
Bow.
One of the greatest conservatory classes that ever was and never will be.
And never will be. Our class was ephemeral.
Yeah.
And no other class thinks that about themselves.
Only us. No, it was an insane lineup. Previous guest on our show, Matt Eastwood Keller, was in that group. Aubrey Thalen, Aaron, Merrill. Just crazy lineup of
amazing people.
Margaret. Everybody's gone on to do amazing things. I'll probably have other people from that class on here, because everybody, it was amazing. Like, we all came together for that class. We had 3 in-person classes.
Yep.
COVID hit. We took the first level or 2 together online, did an online sketch comedy show all through Zoom.
Which is Zoom. It's so much easier to do comedy over Zoom.
Oh,
There's no restrictions.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi doesn't like play a factor into any of it.
Yeah, not at all. Not at
sketch
all.
isn't a live form. Like isn't a live form of art.
It should be all through Zoom.
It should always be through Zoom. I'm sad that it moved away from Zoom.
Yeah, right. Insane time to be alive. But yeah, it's been cool because everybody's branched off in different directions.
Yes.
Totally including yourself because you went on for Hot Clown Sex. You've been doing a lot of like other play stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then you also went to Fringe.
Yes.
Which is insane with
Fringe
Hot Clown
Festival.
Sex.
Yeah, that
in
was
Edinburgh.
Nuts. That was nuts.
Insane.
I if I'm being honest, this happens a lot in my life. I didn't even know what Fringe was.
Yeah.
And then two of the people from Hot Clown Sex had applied us, and then I was like, great. And they were like, are you in? And I was like, of course. That sounds like whatever it is. It sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And then I look into it and I go, oh, this is
huge.
This is huge.
It's like one of the biggest.
This is huge.
Performing arts things
milestones.
in the world. Literally in the world.
I know.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah. Sorry to hijack your progression.
No.
You moved here from Texas, correct?
Yes, from Texas. Yeah. And I wanted to get out super bad. I think I was just itching. I think it was the feeling of like I feel like I've done all that I can do, which was just high school. But I was like, I know that there's other stuff out there, and I have to go see what else is out there.
Totally.
And went to Oklahoma State. Go Pokes. And ended up finding comedy there. One morning, I am hungover and I'm eating cereal. Our dining room table was a big piece of trash wood, and this guy Zach comes in through the door. We didn't have locks on our doors, and so he comes through the door. I am heavily hungover, and he goes, "Do you want to do a show for charity?" Like, so we did this thing where. Groups would get together, make musicals, 10-minute musicals for charity.
Wow.
And there was always an intermittent act that would allow the next cast to get on deck and the cast before to leave. And then those people would do sketches. And I knew that I loved performing. I knew that it felt right because I had done some of the musicals in the past. But this was something new, and I was like, yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds great. And so I did that for a year, and then everyone ended up graduating, and so it was me and one other person, shout out Gooby, that was basically in charge of like auditioning and getting people in for the next round. So we took over it for the next 3 years, and it was magical. We really would just take SNL sketches and we'd like at least the beats, because we didn't know what the science or the form behind it was.
Yeah.
So we would just slap on a new theme on like these beats that were already created.
Yeah.
And it was such an intro course into being comfortable on stage, because I was like, the material's good. SNL wrote it, or Key and Peele wrote it.
Yeah.
And it felt so good, and that just made me go, I want to make my own.
Sure.
So I was like, all right, move to Chicago. It was like within a month of graduating, and
Crazy.
I did the stand-up, did the improv, did the sketch, and with sketch, I was like, oh, this is like, it's so much to learn my lines.
Yeah.
It's so much, and it's not. I don't think it's for me.
Yeah.
So then, one week here in Chicago, Hot Clown Sex was auditioning, and I was like, oh, I know these people that are directing audition. I was like, I know nothing about clown, so I audition. I read half a book about clowning that was given to me from my roommate Will Nicholson. Shout out Will Nicholson, helped me on the rule book with this game and play testing. Yeah, he's great.
2 shout-outs for Will.
2 shout-outs. That's a double shout-out right there. And the shout-out icon will appear right about here. and then I ended up getting it, and I was like,
hell yeah.
Wait a second. You're telling me I don't have to memorize lines. You're telling me it follows the format of sketch.
Yeah.
You're telling me that I don't have to think of anything profound. You're saying that I can just do something as stupid as possible.
It's a lot of movement and
Oh yeah, 100%.
You guys notoriously did not speak.
Yes, the first show.
In the first show, okay, yeah. And even so, I think singing. There was like a lot
of
singing.
Yeah, singing.
But not a lot of lines.
Yeah, off Broadway considered us an operetta.
Yeah. Honestly, some goosebump moments, people singing in there. And and it's with like it's always like very like goofy sexual themes.
Oh, 100%.
And
anything love, sex,
crush.
and relationships.
Yeah.
Love, sex, and relationships. And honestly, you might think, oh, that's probably a shallow well to tap. We did 6 years of content of just sex, love, and relationships,
awesome.
all in the clowning form.
Yeah.
And it works so much better with my mind and my body of like, I go on stage and then Evan does that thing. And then once he does that thing, then I do this thing.
Yeah.
And there's no fourth wall. Kind of like stand-up. There's a lot of crowd work in stand-up. In clowning, there is no fourth wall as well. So, like, if someone has a weird laugh, you're able to kind of pause what the sketch, like the quote-unquote sketches that you're doing, and interact with that person a little bit. Bring them on stage if you feel like it. Like, if you're working with other clowns, all the other clowns understand that the tempo has just stopped, and we're doing this new thing of discovery with the audience. Because if they're laughing, continue doing whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? That's what they paid for.
Follow the funny, and then that plays into your improv strengths. And it's awesome. Awesome performances. Let's see. So before we get into what you're kind of working on now outside of the game, which also I want to point out. People, you can purchase this game now, right?
Yes, you can.
Up and you can purchase it.
100%. You can buy it on hammercraft.net.
Go there.
It's super easy. We take Apple Pay. It was a lot of work to get the website up and running. My girlfriend, Sydney Martin, did most of the the designing
awesome.
and making sure that it was as seamless as possible. She's got a great marketing background. She's a genius.
Awesome.
She's also beautiful and has an amazing soul. And so she made the website, and then I really just did like the back end bank account stuff, tying to the buttons, stuff. So you can buy it now on Hammercraft Studios. It's $35. The reason
it's beautiful, the cards.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Also, I have to give you a shout out. I didn't realize this till we sat down and played this game together over at the brewery I work at, Hot Butcher. Shout out Hot Butcher. And literally sold a game while we were playing it. People were like, what the hell is this? This is awesome. But it looks so cool. It's very easy to jump into, like you said. But the artwork is awesome, and the characters are like the range of like different styles of the characters and like groups of characters is like all over the place. It's really funny at times. He did artwork for all of it. So this is truly your baby.
It's my baby.
Like came up with the concept, has put blood, sweat, and tears into it, and then all the artwork you see is Sam, which is I was really amazed by that. I thought it was like a collaborative thing because it is like very different styles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Different characters.
I mean, honestly, it was. Thank you so much for that, by the way,
dude. It's awesome.
The thing about the artwork was when I started, I was like tangentially like intimate with Procreate.
Okay.
And so when I started to draw characters, you can notice the progression of my drawing abilities through Procreate in these characters. Because I would, and this went against every perfectionist thing in my brain of like I would draw a character and I'd be like, that's pretty good. And then like a year later, I'd still be drawing, or like 8 months later, I'd still be drawing characters. And I'd be like, God, this style is so good. I need to go back and redo this character so it matches this style. And then I was like, no, I've already done it.
Yeah.
It's a piece of
bank.
me. It's a piece of history of this whole thing. And honestly, Doink came along way at the end. Doink is the main character of Gridaris, and
he's like the most beloved character.
He's the most beloved character, which actually gets me to something else here in a second.
Oh shit!
But Doink, I was so tired of drawing one night, and I was like, but I had my quota to hit of like 5 characters drawn, or 4 characters drawn, or whatever it was, and I was like. It was like 12 o'clock. I was like, I want to go to bed so bad. And I was like, let me just draw like someone stupid. And I ended up like looking at him in his soulless black eyes. And I was like, I love you for some reason. And then when I would play with other people, they'd go like, I love this character, which took me 5 seconds to draw. Some of them took me 10 hours, like Dartondulus, the evil overlord of Gridaris. Nice. And people ended up loving him so much. I was like, I'm just going to keep Doink in this whole thing. But that actually brings me, I wanted to bring you a gift.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
What?
Yeah. I wanted to bring you a Doink pin.
Doink pin.
The Doink pin.
First gift of BarQuest.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, dude.
There we go, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so, I made about 500 of those. People love Doink so much that I ended up making it a Kickstarter reward. So, like, if we reached, because my goal was $13,000 to like for production, wasn't enough. And then I was like, okay, so if we reach like 14, like what's an incentive?
Sure.
I'm but one man. I can't like make an entire section of the board game. So I was like, what could be something that would be fun?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, people love Doink. I'll do a Doink pin, and we ended up actually breaking through that Kickstarter stretch goal like within a week after hitting the regular stretch goal. Yeah.
Doink the dude.
Doink the
to put
dude.
this on my bag. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got a pinned up bag.
I got a bunch of pins. Me and the lady, Sylvia. Shout out Sylvia. We love our pins, so thank you, dude. Just throw her IG on there. Hell yeah, dude. All right, we're looking pretty good on time. We're doing great.
How much time is
20
passed?
minutes.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we're doing
That's
good.
not bad.
We're doing good.
It was an hour and a half last time, wasn't it?
Yeah. This is a little bit behind the curtain. This is the second time we're recording this, and we definitely went way over. We hadn't seen each other in a long time.
No, we had so much to catch up on.
We were so excited, and it was a lot of stories, and it was great. And we both are two people who love to talk and who want to know more about each other. So I remember like a first class at Second City, we had to go around and like just kind of vibe with each other.
Yeah.
And you and me hit it off in like 2 seconds.
100%.
And we're just like fully transparent of like, I'm like really excited for this class, but everyone is so much funnier than me.
Yeah.
I don't think I can keep up. And like, oh my God. So,
dude, when I saw you in the first like Second City Conservatory like exercise, I forgot what it was, but it was you and it was 2 other people. I think Margaret was also in that like triad that I was watching. And I remember sitting there and thinking like, fuck, they're so funny.
That's crazy.
Fuck, they're so funny. I was thinking about that.
So that means a lot. I always, especially with improv and sketch, any group setting, I'm not pulling my weight. I just always feel like I'm the least funny person in there. So I appreciate that.
That feeling, I think, spurns such experimental, fun stuff on stage, especially in like an environment like improv or clowning where there is like some, or like stand-up even, like where there is like some play around room with time.
Yeah.
Because whenever I feel like that, I start to go, what's something crazy?
Yes.
What's something crazy
I
could
need to do
do?
Something wild to keep up with everyone.
100%.
And then
that ends up being the moment that like you and other people will remember.
Oh, totally.
I took Mick Napier's advanced course at Second City. It was fantastic.
Second City or Annoyance?
Or Annoyance.
Shout out to Annoyance. Shout out to Mick Napier.
Shout out to Annoyance. Shout out to Mick
Huge
Napier.
reason. Huge raisin. Just like huge raisin. Huge reason why I came to Chicago was to train underneath Mick. So taking that class was one of the most valuable experiences ever. If you're a huge improviser, you don't know about Mick, read his books. He's awesome.
Oh, dude,
also go to Annoyance. He'll do some like card tricks for you. He's always like hanging out there.
Yep.
Great dude. One of the goats of improv. One of the gurus of improv, and he's so like, I don't know. There's no like ego with him. He's so like, I don't give a shit.
And he also remembers every face ever.
Yeah.
There was a time period where I was doing stuff with Clowns X so repetitively at Newport Theater that I hadn't been back to Annoyance in so long. And I come back. It had been like a year since I'd been at Annoyance, and Mick and I had shared some good conversations, but it's been a year. And I'm like just like a white guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of people in and out.
A lot of people in and out, and so I go there, and he's at the bar, and I'm getting a drink, like one person down from him or something, and he goes like, "Sam, how's it been?" And I went, "Is there another Sam?"
When Mick knows your name,
my God,
it feels like it's like Santa Claus.
100%, 100%.
Or you're like the comedy father.
Yes,
like showing you attention.
The calm father, the cother.
Yeah.
He told me one thing in his class that like changed the way that I think about it, which relates to the feeling of, oh my God, I need to pull my weight.
Okay.
And he was, it is the one thing that really stuck with me.
Before you say it, this advice that you got from Mick Napier was in regards to comedy in general, or just specifically improv?
Specifically improv.
Okay, go ahead.
And it was like if the scene before you, if you're running out of ideas, which I often am, if the scene before you is fast paced in terms of tempo of the characters talking back and forth to each other, or maybe these two characters that are interacting with each other before you want to go on are erratic in any way. Maybe they're so let's take tempo is right here, and then subject of the scene. Do these two people hate each other? Do these two people love each other? Are they working together on a goal? Are they working against each other on a goal?
Okay.
Tempo, subject, and then and then type of character, like a goofball, low status, or like a white-faced clown, high status kind of a thing. So there's theme, tempo, status, and take all of that information and just do the exact opposite.
Oh, nice.
So
just flip it.
Just flip it, completely flip it, and the audience won't know what the inner workings of your mind are. All they are happy to see is something is different, something's changing.
Yeah.
And so if people are talking fast, talk slow in the next scene, and that will inform your character. But as long as you get out there and the consistency of the show keeps going, like you get out there as fast as possible, talk slow. If they were working against each other, work with this person.
Okay.
And then the status will more than likely come naturally through like how the scene plays out with the characters.
Okay.
Because if you're talking slow and you need to work, like let's say like before it was like high tempo, they're working against each other. You come out, next scene gets wiped. You come out as a slow talking person who wants to work together on something with someone, but you talk so slow that it's impossible to work with you because of how slow you work, and all of a sudden it's this brand new entirely thing.
It gives you a little leg up into that next scene.
100%.
Yeah.
And it is something that like whenever I feel like I'm not
huge.
pulling my weight, and I'm combined with that knowledge, I go like, I'm not pulling my weight. I'm gonna go do the opposite, but I'm gonna make it like a level 10 choice,
heighten it,
rather than like a level like 4 choice.
That's awesome, man.
You know what I mean?
That rules.
He's fantastic.
Oh, he's so good. If you're into improv. And you move to Chicago, you're in Chicago, highly suggest taking classes at Annoyance, and highly, if you're able to, because he only does it every once in a while.
Yeah, and it's random.
Yeah,
and
it's random when he teaches the classes.
The seats fill up in like literally 1 second.
But
you have to refresh the page and then keep on clicking.
I missed it the first time. I got it the second time. So, I have like I wrote so many notes from that class. I should really revisit it again because it's all golden nuggets. It's awesome, man.
Oh, big time. I have a journal in my house that the foreword is for anyone that thinks they suck at comedy. And half of the notebook is my really, really bad stand-up ideas to make other people be like, oh, I'm so much funnier than this person. And then the rest of it are golden nuggets of notes from my classes that you can't read because I'm taking them down
you're
so fast.
Ludicrous speed.
And so like it's I don't think I'll ever sell it because I don't think it's worth anything.
You never know, man.
But it's such a funny.
Jerry Seinfeld sold a book of just his ideas.
Really?
Yeah, it's called "Is This Anything?" and it's literally just him being like, "Is this something? Is this something?" And it is a whole book of just him doodling.
That's actually so funny.
Yeah,
and honestly, a great coffee table book.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this anything?
Yeah,
I like that.
It's pretty good.
I like that a lot.
I'll lend it to you sometime.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah. I'm not giving Jerry Seinfeld a shout out though.
No, 100%.
He doesn't need it.
We're not putting our hand up for that
one. In solidarity.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about 27 minutes right now. We're doing great. We need to talk a little bit more about the bar.
Deal.
And then my like rapid fire.
There
questions.
We go. 100%.
For clips. That's how life is. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel about it. But okay, so Guthries. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Guthries. I've wanted to come in here for a while because I love like it almost looks like a Lord of the Rings-esque like outside.
Little hobbit hole.
Or even like straight up like England, Ireland,
yep.
Which something to be said about that connection. But yeah, just like the ivy outside, it's a very enticing, embracing place.
Oh yeah.
You said you still come here a lot. Do you have any like? We kind of broke down like the aesthetic of the place, but is it just drinks or is there food here?
I think it's just drinks.
Love that.
So in terms of a little bit of lore about Guthries Tavern, so there used to be other owners. So the other owners created this bar. Two of the people that worked here actually, I think the guy that made and owned the bar married someone who also worked here.
Okay.
And so they ended up selling it. So there's new owners.
Cool.
And so the one caveat that apparently they meet with each other once every 2 months. And the one caveat about selling the bar was like you have to keep it Guthries, because that's one of the best parts about this bar. You know, so many times I feel like in so many cities, like things that have character that have been there for a while get gutted for like new floors or new stuff. Yeah. And everything starts to look kind of sterile. Totally. And then you go over to like England and it's like, you're telling me this bar has been around since 1400?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And so that's exactly what the older owners were trying to preserve. They were like, you need to keep it Guthries. And by keeping it Guthries, I mean, don't gut it for sterilization. Yeah. You can change up like how the format of the seats are, but its personality and its identity is so integral to what Guthries is.
Totally.
You can't change it.
Totally.
And the new owners like have obliged. They're like 100%.
That rules.
And which is sick, which is really cool.
Love that. Any like, I know you've been on a bunch of first dates here, but any other like standout memories that you have from here, or a memory?
Standout memories has honestly been, so this has happened three times, where, and it's actually kind of funny because it's happening right now, but I'll be walking somewhere and I'll just happen to be close to Guthries and it'll start downpouring rain.
Yeah, it is torrential downpour.
Holy shit, it's really
you can't see
down.
it, but it is coming down.
Shout out rain. It'll be right here
at rain
and
at precipitation.
But it has always been like when it's raining, I'm usually walking around somewhere and I go, I'll just go to Guthries, and I sit down and I don't look at my phone and I just chill,
just soak it in.
And it's such an oasis, not only for the liquid,
which
is the typical form of the definition of oasis, but it is a mental oasis where you can sit down and it's usually pretty chill.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very chill.
There's a lot of bars that you can go for like a crazy hyped up good time. Mm-hmm. You don't ever hear about the bars where you can go and just chill.
Yeah.
Except for Guthries. Guthries you will hear about.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, the penultimate.
This rules. I love this spot. I'm excited that you brought me here. This has been on my list of places to check out for a while.
That's
awesome. Thank you. We'll definitely be back through. Come through, play his game here.
Oh, yeah. You can play Gridaris here. You can have a beer when it's raining and have a chill couple of games of Gridaris.
Come on.
They
got Oberon.
All
right. We're in. These are just like quick questions that I've been asking on each episode.
Amazing.
I'm going to hit you with the fun / intense one first.
Cool. Easy.
Bar take. What's your hot bar take?
Hot bar take.
Sam Hammer's hot bar take. Go.
Okay. I have been thinking about this because I've seen your show.
Yeah.
And I think that my hot bar take is the best bar in Chicago is just the one that's close to you. Or the bar that is in the direct middle between you and a friend that you want to meet with.
Okay.
Because I think that the convenience outweighs whatever kind of vibe or that a bar can give you.
Sure.
Because we're all busy. You know, we're all working 2-3 jobs to make ends meet. I think that convenience out of anything is one of the little pleasures of this lifetime. So
Amen.
if you're with a friend at your house, the best bar to go to is the one that's closest because it's about you and your friend connecting over a beer rather than let's go and go do this crazy thing that this one bar has to offer.
I love that.
It's going to be an hour-long Uber. You're going to wait in line.
You
know what I mean?
Dude. Where was I? I was somewhere recently, and I could not get a drink to save my life. And I was like, and it was in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I in? Like, because I used to live in D.C., and that was always the MO. You go in somewhere, whether it's busy or not, a lot of places were overly busy.
Yeah.
Could not get a drink to save your life. And it was so annoying. And you're like, I know I'm paying 3 times what I should for this beer right now.
Yep.
And then you come to Chicago, and most places you go to, it's pretty easy to get a drink quickly.
Big time.
If not, like, chat with the bartender a little bit.
Yeah.
If not, get a fucking free shot from the bartender.
Yep.
With the bartender.
Yep.
So, yeah, I forget where I was, and I was like, I can't get a drink right now? And that shows how spoiled I am with Chicago bar culture. I love Chicago.
100%.
But that plays into also what you're saying, because there are so many bars, which rocks for this show and for us, that there is going to be multiple bars you could choose between you.
Yeah.
They're equidistant. And then you just pick the one that you guys most vibe with.
100%.
So, yeah.
I have picked Lang's multiple times because I live a little bit southwest, and a lot of my friends live a lot like very northeast.
Yeah.
Lang's, even though it's the only bar on Southport Avenue, it's like yeah, let's go to Lang's.
Yeah.
It's in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was at this one bar, and it was New Year's, like 3 years ago, and I was like, Sid, what do you want? I'll get you a drink. So I walk up to the bar. I wait 45 minutes.
Oh no, dude.
And
After
midnight's
10, I'm
coming
leaving.
up.
Oh,
And
it's New Year's.
And New Year's too. I'm like, I at least
one of the
like,
worst nights to go out though.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's like I know. Like the time is coming, and it's like I've wasted so much time. They have to look at me at some point, and the bartender's just going back and forth, and I'm going like, "Oh my god!" And then Sid comes up and goes like, "I got it," and then she just like waves, and then the bartender comes. And I go, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah,
You're like, I am the creator of Mercenaries.
Damn it!
This is
I'm the owner of
bullshit.
Hammercraft Studios.
God damn
Don't
it.
you know who I am? You don't. Well, actually, can I give you my
Yeah.
elevator pitch?
Well, here's my game, please. That's awesome. Okay, great bar take, love it.
Yeah.
This is another, I guess, kind of intense question,
Yeah.
or just a useful question.
Yeah.
You've been shedding a lot of advice already with like improv and whatnot. But what's something in like the past year that you've done in your own life, either just like a personal thing, or it could relate to comedy, could relate to bar culture, game culture, whatever. Just something that you, like a life hack that you've done in the past year that has improved your life significantly.
Yeah, 100%. I've also been thinking about this because I've seen your show. If you want to do, and this I think it relates to comedy, with my experience with comedy. I think it relates to my experience with board games. I think it relates to really anything. If you want to do something, you just have to put yourself in the room of the people that do it. Like, that's it.
Okay.
It's a very small step forward, and it might not feel like you've done anything because you're going to go home and, nothing has been quote unquote created.
Sure.
But like, I moved to Chicago and I put myself in annoyance, and I've been able to do all the stuff that I've done with comedy.
Surrounded yourself with people.
Yeah, 100%. Because you're not only going to learn things, you're going to meet people that are doing it. And more advice will come along. And that advice, Google won't be able to tell you that advice. ChatGPT won't be able to tell you that advice, because it is someone that in the physical room with you has experienced the things that you will need to undergo to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
So, if you ever want to do anything, just go and be there. Just go and be there. And give it time. Because as long as you're there, the time will amount to experiences. The experiences will then inform your decisions on how you go about doing whatever.
It'll be valuable.
Yeah,
It'll be extremely
exactly.
valuable.
And then you get to be that person that someone new in any environment is going to be coming along.
Yeah.
And then once you give advice to someone, then you get to go home and you get to be like, holy shit! You get to see the distance you've come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome. Pass it on. Once you get there.
100%.
And that would apply to things in comedy, like you said.
Yeah.
Did that apply with the game scene at all?
Big time, 100%, because it informed so many of the decisions that I made for Gridaris.
Yeah.
This
is your first game you've ever created.
First game I've ever made.
Yeah.
First game I've ever made. And first thing I've ever self-published.
Also insane, I have to just point out, insane that you get let go from a full-time job.
Yeah.
In your first, or maybe not your first, but one of the first things you do is I'm going to just put all my energy into creating a game.
Yeah.
And then the follow-through, this has been, what, 2 years?
2 years.
2 years now? That's insane, man. I mean,
Yeah.
and it really, it's all come to a head, and it's a beautiful game. It looks
crazy.
awesome. People are hyped on it. It's really cool. Hopefully, I really think it's going to lead to more success and more games in your future.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, it's awesome that that's how you bounce back after getting let go from a job. That's crazy.
100%. I mean, honestly,
not a lot of people are in
it
that
truly
mindset,
is
so. Awesome.
the whole adage, one door closes, another door opens. Sometimes you got to make your own door.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think everyone should always be looking at making their own door.
Totally.
I've had friends in comedy who haven't, I haven't been able to get on X or Y or Z show, so they've made their own shows.
Totally. Yeah. We've talked about that multiple times.
100%. And it's and then those shows end up being the place for people who are newer.
Yeah.
To come in and be a safe haven for.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you creating your own door, allowing other people to walk through it, gets a small community around you to elevate you to whatever the next thing is you want to do.
Totally.
I honestly think that, especially with the environment of America, what the whole thing is, there aren't a lot of quote unquote open doors.
Yeah.
I think that whenever a door closes, look at which wall you want to make a door out of.
Yeah, for sure, to bust through.
Yeah, exactly.
I interrupted you before. I had asked like how that had applied to the game. How did you find support for that?
Oh yeah. Oh
yes.
Interrupted
you. Sorry.
No, you're totally good, man. I would go to Snakes and Lattes. So I don't know if they still have it, but Snakes and Lattes.
Snakes and Lattes.
Shout out to Snakes and Lattes. It'll be right here.
Incredible game spot. I think we did talk about it in the last podcast.
Oh, it's the best one.
I want to give them a quick shout out because I went there on my anniversary with Sylvia, girlfriend, and this is like a couple months ago. Amazing experience.
Yeah.
The game masters that are there rock. And that when you walk into that room it's like a big bar restaurant area, but then they have private rooms you can rent out. They have this massive treasure room of like every game ever. And hopefully your game's going to be in there.
It will be there within the week.
Hell yeah, dude. That fucking rocks.
There we go.
That place is like, I don't know. I walked in there. I was like, this is incredible. It's just like,
it's amazing, and it's also
treasure cove.
It's also the newest games. Like it's because like at a lot of bars you'll find like Jenga, you'll find a deck of cards, you'll find the classics like Mercenaries of Gridaris. But at Snakes and Lattes, it's like, what the hell is Heat? I've never heard of Heat.
Yeah, there's so many games.
So many games, and the thing is,
they break it all down for you.
Yeah, the overwhelming part is being like, what do I choose? Yeah. And then there's someone in the vaults to be like, how many people you got?
Yeah.
How much time you got?
Yeah.
What kind of games do you like? And there will always, and that's the thing about this emergent board game industry. Like, I think there's something like crazy, like 7,000 video games get like attempted to be made a year across the world. There's about 3,000 board games that get to be attempted to be made around the world. So it is starting to come to that point where it's like there is a board game for you at any time of the day that you will like.
Yeah.
And I think it just takes a little bit of like industry marketing to be able to like let people know that.
Totally.
And so Snakes and Lattes has a perfect setup there.
How did they help you?
So they basically have this like they used to, I think they might still, but they have this basically game designer night.
Okay.
So basically people, there's the main room, which is connected to the vault and connected to the bar. Then there's a back room where they do like little meet and greets. Like I got to meet the CEO of Catan, which is super cool.
It's crazy.
A very nice guy.
That's awesome.
And they'll also host game designer night. So everyone will bring a game that they're working on. Some people bring paper. Some people bring like just a loose leaf folder with pieces of paper, and then they like will get all the paper out and be like, here is my game. And you get to see the wheels of creativity of like,
so cool,
of like, here's a project that I've been working on.
Okay.
This project is hopefully going to be an engine that will make fun, like that will like create smiles.
Yeah.
I played this one guy's game, and where basically you're trying to create the perfect Chicago hot dog.
Okay.
And I was like, first of all, genius marketing.
Yeah, that's great.
That's perfect.
Awesome. Yeah.
And it's this amazing game where you have your I think you in front of your cards you have the ingredients. Oh no, you have the point value in front of you, and on the back of the card is the ingredients. And so it's a memory game where you are looking at your hand, going like, I need to get mustard on my Chicago dog. This card is worth 3 points. That'd be good to throw on, but then I might not be making a Chicago dog. I might be making it like a Philly dog. And then you pull the card and you go, oh, it wasn't mustard.
Nice.
Like, and because you're trying to set up this like this hot dog in front of you.
That's fine.
And
it's cool.
It is such a fantastic time. So I would go there every like once a month I think it was once a month for 6 months while I was making Gridaris, and basically playing the game, figuring out what people wanted, figuring out people's gripes of like quality of life stuff, because some things people don't notice. Like sometimes you'll get a board game and you'll have a baggie that holds components, and that baggie won't have a hole punch in it, so there's no hole. So you'll put the components in the bag, you'll seal up the bag, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of air. Okay, I gotta undo the bag, I gotta get all the air out. But if you have a little hole in it, it doesn't matter. You close it up, the hole lets all the air out anyway, so you can smash it down into the box as much as you want.
Boom.
Little quality of life stuff like that, people don't think about unless you're actively trying to make a game.
Yeah.
And so that would be one of the gripes, for example, that I would get at these game designer nights, and I'd be like, okay, write that down.
Yeah.
And now Gridaris has that little tiny quality of life improvement. So and it not only like you not only learn, but you also get inspired. Like going into these spaces where you don't know anyone, but you're definitely in the zone of what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
you get inspired. Like, you know, someone makes, if any human makes anything, it's inspirational, because it takes so much work to literally do anything outside of just go to work.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Let alone like a huge endeavor of a complicated board game. Well, hell yeah, dude. You really created something that is very special and amazing.
Thanks, man.
Like I said, I've gotten to play it. You guys should totally get a copy or come to
Hammercraft.net.
Come to Guthries and play it.
Oh, yeah. You can go to Guthries. You can go to Hot Butcher. You can go to Bitter Pops.
Hell yeah.
You can go to Goblin Market, and you can go to some other. Oh, Dovetail and Beguile Brewing.
Yeah, and Snakes and Lattes soon.
And Snakes and Lattes soon. Yeah, that'll be there.
Hopefully, it'll be popping up all over town with more games to come.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to plug right now? Anything else you're like working on?
I mean, really, the only thing is like I'm doing this. This comedic play at Newport Theater.
Awesome.
We're hoping to go to Steppenwolf next year.
Sweet.
It's kind of like Lemony Snicket.
Okay.
It's a little bit macabre, but it's comedy.
Yeah.
In the form of a play that is an anthology. So there's going to be there was already a show before us that carries out some of the storyline.
Okay.
We do some of the storyline, but the thing is, you can come and see the story and not be like, who are these characters? Because we will introduce everyone.
Okay.
So it's only this weekend.
Nice.
At Newport Theater, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
We've been really lucky to sell a buttload of tickets.
Okay.
And me and Evan from Hot Clown Sex, we play the idiot moving company.
Okay.
So everyone in this town dies, and me and Evan are these clown idiot movers that are trying to move boxes in this attic. And we're the only people that don't die.
Okay.
So everyone else has very bad luck in the city, except for these movers that cannot do their job.
That's hilarious. And so because I am a little bit behind the curtain too, I am the only producer, editor, everything on this show, except for the other guests.
I think you're me.
I might also be Sam.
Aren't we all each other?
Yeah. But this will hopefully come out again, and I'll be able to promote it outside of Newport. Is what you're saying?
100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Same iteration. It'll be at Steppenwolf. Yeah, same iteration.
Awesome.
We're probably going to be changing some things because in Steppenwolf it'll more than likely be in the round.
Okay. Cool.
So
Sweet.
really just changing up the way we set up props.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. Staging.
Yeah. But Uncanny Attic. Uncanny Attic's the name of the play.
Okay.
It's fantastic. I've been working with really phenomenal people, very talented people.
Awesome.
And man, Steppenwolf's going to be crazy. It's another one of those things that someone asked me to do, and I was like, that sounds awesome. And then I went to Steppenwolf, and I was like, oh, this is legitimate.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's massive. So look for it. Uncanny Attic. Uncanny Attic. I will be there. We'll definitely come and support. Sounds great.
100%.
Huge. Very, very happy for you. Follow Sam on Instagram.
Hammercraft Studios and _Sam Hammer.
Boom. Follow him there. He's got a website.
Oh, yeah, hammercraft.net.
Post that there.
It'll be right there.
Get the game, play the game. I think that's everything. Shout out to Guthries for having us.
100%.
Thank you for introducing it to me.
Dude,
follow them. They probably have an Instagram. I'll put that here.
Oh, yeah.
Come grab a drink here, play some games. I think that's everything, man.
I think that's it.
Thanks for checking out. Follow me on Instagram, too. Shradical. I've got a special on YouTube called Buffalo Boy. Please watch it. And I probably have some shows coming up. I'll promote them. But sorry, what were you saying?
I'm so glad
that interrupting.
I'm so glad that you could come to Guthries for the first time.
Yeah, dude.
This
massive.
Place is so cozy. It's I just love the vibe here. And usually on a regular day, it's usually pretty packed on weeknights after 6, I would say.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but during the day,
perfect vibes.
It's
perfect
chill
vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when it's torrential downpouring out.
Yeah, that seems to happen every time I come here.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Great friend, great comic. Thanks for checking out the show. This has been another episode of BarQuest. Check out the other episodes. We'll have more coming soon. And follow us, like us, subscribe, all that good shit. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.